you're having a great day today. It is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is starting out great. It's Monday after the holidays for me. Been a week for you, so hopefully you're over the holiday fun, through the New Year's, and it's like, okay, back to life, back to like a somewhat normalcy. Is there a normalcy? I don't know. It's like a new year, new beginnings, new moving forward, new things to look forward to. And no matter what your situation, where you're at, what you're facing, it's like, okay, let's have that expectancy of like the things God's going to do in your life this year, like the expectancy of things to come. Like that's a good thing, because that's your hope in Jesus. And I remember losing that for a little bit, not losing it, but not having it. And it was hard, because it's kind of like, it makes you go, what's the point? Like just living day to day in that humdrum of life and not really like moving forward with anything. And so that expectancy keeps you going. That expectancy gets you up in the morning and keeps you moving forward. That expectancy gets you up with a smile on your face to say, you know what do you got for me today, Lord? Expectancy of like, what's going to happen today? What great things? What may come my way today? That's a good thing to have, that expectancy, that hope of the things of God. And no, I don't know what that may be. It might be something as simple as like a cup of coffee right here. Or for me, remember I was looking for those clothespins? Clothespins. I don't know. I'm just using that. It just might be sunshine in your day. It might be a warm house, cool house, head over your roof. I don't know what that is. Financial blessing. Who knows? Whatever that may be. I hope that you have some expectancy today. And if you don't, get reading God's word. Get some encouragement of what he'll do in your life. It's a good thing. It'll start you on track for a whole year of what life could be. Like, think of last year. Anybody think of last year? Maybe it was a bad year for you. Maybe there wasn't a whole lot of good. Or maybe there was good, but you couldn't see. Let's do it this way. We always have good, but maybe you couldn't see a whole lot of good in your days. Maybe you didn't know, like, what, my house is a mess. It's still cluttered. I feel bad. I have gained weight. I've done this. I just feel awful. I want to just have that expectancy. Well, we're going to work on that together this year. I'm going to try to put something together where we maybe each week, on certain days, we work on things in our home. We work on things within ourselves. I'll have a little bit more of that this week when I have that in the forefront all planned out, and I can kind of share a little bit more. But just like, what would you lose? Like, what would you lose if you made small changes in your days? Like, I think of like our life is like a big ship rudder, right? That steers you and goes. Like a big giant turn can throw your life off in a crazy, who knows what way. But if you just make some small changes, just small, ever so slightly, and just make a few, you know what? That ship, it's going to change the trajectory of where that ship is going to go just by making a couple choices and things in your life and change. And it'll make your day and your week and your year a whole lot better. So I'm going to have a little bit more of that maybe this week. I'll see how my week goes. I have it in my thought to like, okay, let's start it this week, but I'm like, I have to get my Christmas stuff done in life, and so we'll see. But something that I had someone email me, and they're like, they want to have a better year, and I was like, I want to have a better year too. And I thought, could we work on having a better year together? Could we? We could, right? Like, we just set aside a day a week and go, okay, this is our day to start something new for us. So if you would like to do that, let me know. Let me know if you're on board. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you want to make slight changes? And it's just like a small thing in your life, like in your home, like decluttering, organizing, getting management in your home, getting some kind of structure in your home, getting some kind of schedule in your home. And then also for yourself, maybe better eating choices. I do an exercise thing, more whatever, mentally, physically, and like spiritually things. Would you like that in your life? Let me know. Put in the comment section below. I want what do you want to comment? See, this is where the part of the YouTuber, I should have something already planned out. I don't. I want to have expectancy. I want expectancy. Do you want a better year? Or I want a better year. Sorry, I should edit all that out, but I'm not going to, because this is real life here. And I have no, this is all like, who knows what. I want a better year. Comment below, I want a better year. Just say that, and then that will make me go, okay, there's more than one person that wants a better year. I've had a couple people email me, and I'm like, if it's a couple people, I'll do it for a couple people. So we'll do things a little bit different this year, and I don't know how it'll work out or how things will progress, but as of right now, I'm like, ready for some changes, ready for things to look expectant for me. So today we're gonna, we're gonna do today. Might have a focus. I would say my entire house, let's take down and put all the decorations away, but that might be too much for me today. So I'm gonna say my focus is right here in my kitchen. I would like to take down my Christmas decor just right here, clean everything down real good, move things around, because that's how my brain works. I've already been sitting here this week and I'm like staring at things until Brooklyn, I'm like, should I get rid of that? Should I get rid of that? She's like, Mom, didn't you just have that this year? I said, yeah, but like that was all new. It's like, how do I move? I need change. And she's like, I get it. She just moved her room around because her and Jaden shared a room. And when you have 2 beds and 2 things and 2 desks and 2 pieces of furniture, and there's not a lot of room you can move around. And so now that Jaden's out, she's got to move her room around and put it the way she wanted. And she's like, yeah, you need change. This is your area. This is your like domain. This is where you're working. This is where you're at all the time. Switch it up. So have in my head some things I'd like to switch around in here today. Maybe make it better. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it'll make it worse. I feel like your house is a constant evolving of like things to come, and maybe it wouldn't be if I wasn't cooking all the time, or if I spent more time. Like, I don't really feel like I need to organize my living room much. There's not much I can do in my living room though, but like different areas, because I don't spend that much time there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I spend a lot of time in this kitchen, and so like I constantly think, how can I upgrade? Or like I move these drawers around, I did things, and I'm like, that's not working. What can I do to improve this area? So that's gonna be a lot of my focus today. And then we're gonna make food, because we always have to make food. We're gonna gather fragments. We're gonna do things different this month. Instead of doing a once a month shopping haul, I'm gonna do maybe once every week and a half, maybe a week. I don't know. I feel like going shopping every week is that's a lot. Like, I can't imagine setting aside one day a week and just going grocery shopping, like specifically for the week, and just having enough for a week. Maybe that's what I'll end up doing. I don't know. It depends on Brooklyn's work schedule and everything else, but I'd like to plan out meals for the week, about a week and a half, always have something extra, and then just get those things that I need. Have a little bit lesser spend on food. See if we can cut down that food budget a little bit, but you know what? We'll see how life goes. And I also have like 5 other kids that depend upon me, and a husband. So it's like, I can't always just say every Friday's my shopping day, because like every Friday might be run a child here, or take a child to work, or who knows what it's going to be. So, but I'd like to plan out some meals and have that. I also this weekend had to clean my I cleaned my carpets. I cleaned my couch. I filmed cleaning my couch, but I filmed cleaning my carpets. And what happened? Let me share with you here. All right, we're going to start out with a good clean slate in the bedroom here. It was Christmas, and what is the number 1 rule when you have pets for Christmas? Watch the chocolate, because it can be deadly and poisonous to dogs. So Maxine, unfortunately, got into someone's candy bag that was all wrapped up, and we took her for a walk, came back, took her for another walk, and then she was at home for about an hour by herself. We came home and she opened the door and she was like out of control, zooming around, and I'm like, why has she got so much energy? We just went for a walk. And then we found that she had gotten into someone's chocolate, and not just any chocolate, dark chocolate. Yes, I know, bad. So thankful. She did vomit a large amount upstairs. We cleaned that up on the hard floor. And then we just kind of watched her. The veterinary advice was they're going to induce vomiting. It was during the night. And then we just watched her. She did vomit a few times. Thankful to get that up. And then it was like she was just like in that shivering like mode for most of the night. She laid down and just kept shaking. And so I guess when we were reading, obviously it's a poison going through your body for the dog. And what they do is it's kind of like drinking a mass amount of caffeine, like a stimulant. So I think of like if we had like 20 Red Bulls in like a short period of time, we'd be shaking to death everywhere. So we just watched over, prayed over her, and very thankful that the next day she got up, she had a little bit of water, kind of went outside, and then for the day she just kind of rested. She laid on her little bed all day and just rested. We just gave her little ice cubes to kind of lick so she could have something to drink, and then by the end of the day, 24 hours later, thankful she was back to normal, not eating like her full diet, which is recommended not to, but her more feeling better kind of mood. So that was like a scary Christmas event. And so she had ate chocolate, I'm going to say 3 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago. And she was just littler. It wasn't as much.
and thankful she vomited it all up, and that was the only one time she vomited. This time it was, I think she threw up probably 4 times, and so thankful though to get out of her system. So scary on Christmas. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so just a good reminder, keep those chocolates up. It's like we had snack bins, and like they're closed in a bag, all wrapped in foil, so you don't really think much of it. And no, definitely aware to keep those up. So nevertheless, to say I have a mess to clean up, but it was okay because I don't mind it all. I'll clean anything up. Let her throw up all on my floor. I'll just clean it, and I will. It's just chocolate. So when you see this, it's not poop stains. It is chocolate. I wiped it up. And then I said, I'll just leave it because I'm going to carpet clean the whole floor. That's something I wanted to do because I moved my bed around, and there's, new stains and stuff from where the bed and stuff was before. So I'm just going to go through and scrub these with my Norwex powder. My friend Heather does Norwex, and so I always forget, and I'm like, I gotta do this. So I take the Norwex Ultra Clean, it's like laundry soap with a little bit of hot water. I'm gonna scrub it to get the stain. Mostly, it should take most of it out, and then I will go over the carpet cleaner and do the whole floor. So it'll take a little bit of time, but who cares? Who cares? It's literally... We moved in. The amount of comments I got for like, that's like ridiculous. You should get a push carpet cleaner. And I thought in my head, it's one bedroom. Like, why would I go spend $200-$300 on a push carpet cleaner when I have like the handheld one for like $100, and it takes up way less space, and we can use it for our couch because I'd still have to have the small one for couches and for stairs and that kind of stuff. And so this is the only carpet area in the house is our bedroom. That's it here, and there's a little spot in the hallway closet, and like that's the only room that would use it for. So I just smile. I say you do with what you have, and so if you have just this is what you use. No sense wasting the money on it. So I'm going to be doing all of my floor today here to make it nice and clean. So that was bad. That was horrible. Like I said, the Maxine chocolate, bad. I know it's horrible. So thankful she got through the night. She literally laid next to me, kept checking her. Greg was checking her. I like woke up and he got up and walked around to her, and then it woke me up, and I just looked at her and I was like, oh my goodness. And I just had this thought that something was wrong with her. And he's like, babe, she's just sleeping. So I'm like, okay. So she got through that night, thank goodness. And then the next day, she just slept a lot. And so she was here. That was the day I took Jaden out and did her shopping. And so I had Madeline watched her for me, and Greg was here too, but Madeline was her watcher. She earned a little bit of income. She's like, I could sit here and watch TV and watch Maxine like that any day, Mom. You want to pay me? So it worked out good. So she sat, and then she pretty much just sat that whole day. And so she sent me a picture. She was giving her an ice cube in her hand so she could lick it because she wasn't getting up and getting her drink. And so I'm like, no, she's taking care of her. But then by the time I got home, she had gotten up. She kind of came outside. She ran around a little bit and started slowly eating her food. I think they say 24 hours. And then
that like the next day she was like back to Maxine self, and I'm like, good. We took her for a walk, got her out, and I'm like, okay, she's feeling a whole lot better. So that's, thank goodness. Scary though, so scary. So it just reminds me, I mean, you're reminded, but like you're also re-reminded. Keep that food off the floor. It's just a good reminder, and that happens. It happens with kids when you have accidents in your home and things. You're like, oh, don't put that there, don't do that. So we will be much more cautious this time around. So you did all that. So my carpet's nice and clean. Got the carpet clean, and the couch was real. This couch is definitely, we had this couch in our old house in the mountains, but our TV was downstairs, and so the downstairs area, they use those couches more, so they got more dirty, where this one stayed pretty clean. I'm like, wow, this is gonna last me forever. Well, having it here, it's our main couch, and so I'm like, wow, it's definitely getting a whole lot more worn having everybody sit on all the time. That's okay. So I needed to clean it real good, got it clean. I'm like, okay, that was a good thing. So then I'm like, if I'm gonna clean the couch, I might as well start taking down the decor. So that got me into, let's start taking down the decor. And like, we're not even turning on our tree. Like, even last night we were watching TV, and I'm like, girls, turn the Christmas tree on. It's our last hoorah before the Christmas tree's gone. And so they're like, eh. So I don't think anybody cares too much about the Christmas tree being up. So that is why I'm like, I'm gonna start taking things down. So we're gonna focus on kitchen today. It's gonna be an amazing, wonderful day. You ready? Let's get our kitchen organized. All right, let's go. First thing, I have a bag of chips, and I got a clothespin. Oh yeah, let me go put this back here. Okay, we're gonna start taking things down. I got my cooling pool float. That came, we got a little bit late for Christmas, but there's my new pool float. I think our last one, I think during the hurricane, either got destroyed or we had to smush it down. And then I got a gift from Terry. Terry, I guess I won't say her last name, why? She is one of my viewers, and she lives in Maine. And so she sent me, look at this, Maine maple syrup, blueberry jam, and strawberry rhubarb jam. So sweet. I know one of my viewers, before we moved here, they sent me a package, and it was from Georgia, and it had syrup, and it had the blueberry, it had a couple different syrups. And I thought, and it was really neat, because when we drove from North Carolina to here, we passed by and I saw the sign of the little place, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's where I got the box of treats from. So thank you so much, Terry, so sweet. I'm gonna put these, look at that real maple syrup. That's delicious. I know that's delicious. So neat. So thank you. That came in the mail this week. Thinking about those jams, I'm like, that'd be really good to do some crepes. So I'm gonna put on my list to make some crepes, because that'd be really yummy on there. We haven't made those in quite some time. Okay, so I got a little tip for when you're putting away your stuff. Label it where you're putting it, if you can. Like, for years I just put it wherever in boxes, but trying to be intentional. Like, this is just the Christmas bin for the kitchen. So I have a lot of, like when we moved in here, we had all this packaging stuff. So this worked, and I saved all our bags. So we have so much wrapping stuff, which is awesome. I have lots of paper, lots and lots of paper. Oh my goodness. There's a bag. I even have a blanket that I wrap stuff in. All right. This is probably, I'm just thinking, I'm like, that's probably all of it for all of my stuff out there. So I might need to put that out there. We'll get there. So I'm going to do, I was just thinking, okay, what's in the kitchen here? Kitchen has a lot of little stuff. It's got, because I got new stuff this year. So we have a lot of the houses in that, and gingerbread. But I also have all my garland up there. I think garland has to be a separate entity, right? Garland should be by itself somewhere, because it takes up such amount of the bin. So I'm thinking just to, in my wreaths, I hang those. I have screws. I put screws in my closet, and I hang them up in the closet upstairs, so I don't have to worry about getting those. But I think we'll just start wiping the houses here. Little tip for when you're older. I mean, do it when you're younger. Instead of bending on the floor so much when you have boxes of things, put your box on it something like right here. You don't have to bend down so much, because it's a lot of work. Okay, let's go take all our big stuff down and put it in here and we'll wrap it up. I don't think I'm going to re-keep that snow just because it's in my kitchen and it got crumbs and stuff in there. Will I put snow on next year? I'll probably try to remind myself not to put snow on the counter. Up here I don't mind, because it hid the lights and that, but in the kitchen, I mean, it's okay. It's like, just get the crumbs and shove them in there. Nobody's going to see it, but it's all good. So try to pull the snow off and I'll throw that away. Okay, so too much. Is anybody else like after Christmas you're ready for like having nothing? That's how I'm feeling right now. So I'm like, what else do I? You want to be careful packaging. I feel like last year I probably had just one bin for kitchen, but this year I'll have more because out of my houses. So I was gonna put that in there, but I feel like that needs to go in its own separate bin because that's a little heavier, and focus on smaller things on top of here. So I think that will work. I'm just thinking, I'm like, I think I just take this off. Yeah, these stayed on pretty good. I'll probably just set that separately on the wall. Okay, I'll just move that stuff over from over there, put it over here. Because this is heavy, so I'd rather put that like in another box. Maybe that can go in another box with the garland. Because the garland will probably take up its own box because it's a lot. I'll take this off here. This will be good. We'll just hang this on the wall upstairs in the closet. I love our little houses. I'm like, do I take those down? I'll take those down. I'll bring them out for like fall time. And the reason I like it is the kids have a little mini Jesus right here. So they usually put them into the church. I know. Goofies. Maybe we'll pack Jesus away. I should put this like in my fall box because I will use these come fall time. Let me do that. Now that I've got my kitchen done, except up there, I'm like, I probably could put those two big things in here, just a little reorganizing. So let's take all this out, put the big stuff in the bottom, and stack on top. Okay, that was worth taking it all out because it all fits now. So this is good. So I'm gonna climb up there, get the garland down, just set it down, and then I can pull like the little, I have gingerbread people. There's just a few, and then I can put those in this box. The balls, do I put the balls in there too? They might just fall off. I might have to just put those in. We'll see how, we'll see what we do, but this is good. So one box done. Okay, I'm gonna leave this, there's more room in here, but I do have more garlands to put away, so I'll probably just put them all in here. What I've learned, because I throw things away, put all the cords with it, whatever you use. I don't even care if it's a couple extension cords, because I'm like, they're like $2. I know we have a ton everywhere else. I'm gonna put them in here because I reused them for it. So I have it next year. It's kind of like the timers for the Christmas tree that I threw out, and then I'm like, well, all right, I had it all separate, and then I'm like, wow, I needed that. So it's good. I'm gonna take these and put these separate too, probably wrap them. I don't know how does it do in Florida? I think it'll be fine because it's in the closet. The closet's got an air vent in there. It's like an air conditioning vent, so it should be fine. So just slide this out here. We're doing good. Empty. Empty kitchen once again. It's like one of those things where you're like, that looks a whole lot better. Where for a while, like our old house, we used to put stuff up on top all the time, but this is so close to the ceiling. We have such tall ceilings. I don't know if I just love stuff up there because you don't really see it, but it's all good. It's good. So now I'm just gonna wipe everything down, clean slicks, my feet were on there and all the decor, wipe everything really good, and then we'll go from there.
Doesn't it feel good to have a clean slate? It's kind of like wiping everything down. I feel like we started in November with the decor, so it's been a couple months for me. So I'm like, I was not in really hurry to get it down, but now it's more like I know this week is a little less running for me, so I figured this would be a good time for me to take everything down, but always feels good. So now, new year, how am I going to do things? So I never liked appliances on my counters. That's why we ended up having a table over here, and one over there, and one back there. But now that Jaden is out, Brooklyn has gone a lot working. You know who drinks my coffee? Those two girls. I have not made many fancy drinks in quite some time because I feel like I'm getting older, and coffee to me is just like, and I don't know, maybe taste things changing. Like, I feel like my mom, she always drank tea growing up, and then as she got older, she drank a little bit of coffee, and I never liked tea. I can't say I never liked it. I have drank it before, but not where I like enjoy it. So like I'll get some and have it. I like my watermelon tea, that kind of stuff, the berry one, like a cold one, but never where I'm like, oh, this is delicious. And I think you get, and coffee I've had for years. And then when I got pregnant or had a baby, I would just quit it. My body just naturally didn't want it. So then you go back to it and you're like, this doesn't even taste good. But, you know, back in the day, there's no internet to know how to boost your, you know, your energy levels. So there was no energy drinks. So you just drank coffee. That's what you did. So I went back to coffee just because I had survival and a lot of kids to take care of. So like never been a tea drinker. Well, lately, I've had my coffee and I'm like, like I stopped putting creamer in it and just having black. And then after a while, it's like, okay, I even drank a cup of tea the other day and I was like, am I changing? I don't know. So this is my thought. Okay, so I have, the thing we use is our toaster. We use that all the time. I put this over here. I'm thinking like, let me clear up this area over here. I don't mind having this here. This has been here forever. It's just like, let's clear that area, make it a clean pathway to go outside because it's gonna be summer. I know it's not summer, it's still winter. It's only January, Amy, but Florida, it like gets warmer in February. So I feel like, and I won't move this around again until I get sick of looking at it. So I'm thinking, why don't I move that back over here? It was over here originally. I think it'll fit between the refrigerator and that, and just, I'm not sure if I'll put the slushy machine here and move that out. I'm just not sure yet what I'll do with everything. But the toaster, we need the toaster. I don't want to leave the microwave out here. I'm not a big microwave person. That can go back there. I don't mind. Just stick that in the butler's pantry. Use it occasionally. We use it to heat up food, but not like a I need it every day type thing. So I'm thinking my coffee pot, my Keurig, put right here, and then put the toaster right here. Now I don't like looking at toasters. They're so ugly. Then I got the idea. My mom used to have a toaster cover. Anybody else have a toaster cover? I know that I've seen them for like mixers and stuff. So I went on Amazon and looked and I found a cute pink one. It should be here today or tomorrow, we'll see, to cover the toaster, the ugly toaster, because you just get smudges and like, what do you have better day? But I have adult kids in stainless steel. It's not even like little kids touching, but they just touch everything. So I'm constantly wiping that thing up and I'm like, I don't want to have to clean it all the time. Don't like stainless steel, you have to wipe constantly. Like our old house, I had the smudge proof one. Refrigerator, thank goodness, is this. I don't have to worry about that. That one doesn't get that dirty, but dishwasher, constantly have to wipe. This, I definitely get the brush nickel and non-smudge for if I got to purchase the appliances. These came with the house. I mean, they're great, they're amazing, but just not a fingerprint. They didn't have people touching it but one person, I'm sure. So I'm thinking Keurig over here and the toaster over here. And then I'll put the fancy coffee in the butler's pantry on the shelf. You want to make a fancy drink? You go back there and make yourself a fancy drink, and then I'll slide that over here. Microwave can go back there as well, and then we'll figure out, maybe leave the countertop empty. Could we do that? I don't know, and put something else on, like my plants, or fresh fruit, which we don't leave out because put in the refrigerator. I don't know yet. I'm just not sure.
we're figuring things out. So let's put that over here. I got most of the Keurig is in the dishwasher. I'm washing it real good. Usually I wash it by hand, but I had the dishwasher was kind of empty today. So I'm like, let me put that in today just to clean it. So let me move this stuff over here. I gotta decide because I put the Keurig on top of there, but then you can't open the top, it's gonna hit it. So do you put the toaster on top of here? Is that kind of weird? Again, this will be figured out. I gotta get a washcloth and wipe it off. And another flaw is I'm gonna have to keep the coffee over here, like the coffee that I fill up every day with the filters. And then the mugs are not gonna be here. So this is all part of the problem. So I'm like, do I just put a couple mugs out because we're gonna use the same coffee mugs always? Do I put my mugs in my cup cupboard? I don't know. When you start moving things, it presents whole issues all around. So I'm gonna fill up my little ones with blueberry coffee. I got this one, it's not too bad. I wanted to get, someone told me to get the is it chestnut praline or caramel pretzel, something like that. I was thinking it was pecan. Nut something, and then there was a peppermint bark. So I have it written down to get some at Walmart. So hopefully after the holidays, they'll still have it. So let me fill up my little coffee things, put them in here, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do for storing. I mean, this cupboard is like the storage cupboard. It's got a lot of extra. There'll be room for coffee here. That's not a worry. Okay, so I'll clean this cupboard out later. It will fit in there, having the coffee there. That'll be fine. Then I can just fill it up this way. We just put a bunch of stuff in here when we were like randomly doing all of our like cooking and baking for Christmas. So I just like move this over to the side so it's easy to grab. Put these in a better spot, you know. So it's all good. For now, we'll shove everything in here for it. Just shut the cupboard. Nobody even sees inside there. So this is good. I think this is coconut. Is this coconut or is this mashed potato flakes? Coconut. I can put that in the baking cupboard. I'm gonna fill and get it ready for tomorrow. And then maybe we'll just pull it out when we make it. See how that works. Just gotta see how it goes. Will that work? I don't know. Well, it's gonna be one of those like stare at, let me kind of see, because the toaster is one of those things you want to pull out from the cupboard, so it's not putting all the heat up in your cupboard, you know, your cabinet. This I'm gonna pull away anyway, so you just pull it just to fill the back. Because I don't really want it in the open area over here. We could just go right there in the corner, but we'll see. This is the cupboard. I don't really use this cupboard countertop. I don't use this countertop at all over here. It's kind of like an empty. And if I'm mixing something, sometimes I set my tripod there, but I don't really use a whole lot right here. So let's stare at it for a while and see how it rolls. All right, I just ran Brooklyn to work and I'm back home, and then I'm like, sitting here and I'm like, wait a minute, I have decor to put out too. So I looked at my little springy before summer decor and I'm like, oh, I have a lot of stuff to put out. And so I had that shelf right here, this shelf right here. I remember putting that over there. So I'm like, okay, that's not gonna go there. So then I'm like, I completely forgot I got a wreath for here. And then I forgot I have a picture. I thought the picture I could put, let me show you. I even thought the picture, I'm like, I could put the picture right here. That's kind of pretty too, but something different. It's just more white. I'm like, can I put my wreath up on top? That just might be too much. So then I thought I do like it over here. So I was like, I think I'm just gonna go a little, oh, don't rip that off, Amy. This is the only one that's stuck up here. I have applied another one. I think my other Christmas wreath, can you see? Someone said to put it up higher. I tried sticking another one on there. That's the only one that's staying. So I'm thinking that right there. And then I might just go minimal over here. Can we go minimal? We could, right? Like I have a lot of stuff. I mean, I have lots to decorate. All my little things here. I like this one. I like this one. Faith makes all things possible. Don't forget that. And then we found this at Goodwill. Something just fell out, a little flower. maybe, I thought I put these in here. They don't look good this way, but I think once I put them under here, they're okay. Just kind of spread out a little pink and a little blue. So I'm like, can I just do that and leave that empty? Can I leave that empty? Just something a little bit different. Then I even moved my coffee pot machine over here. I mean, I can put the coffee machine there, but I think I just might leave that blank for a little bit. We'll see. I still have stuff to put out like this. I don't know if I'll put these out yet because it's still winter. I don't know. I mean, I didn't care last year, but I have a lot of stuff to put out still. Maybe less. Do we do less this year? Less is best. I don't know. Can we abide by that? Kind of hard to see everything because my stuff's all in the way. But you would just get that view and have an empty countertop, but have pretty pink flowers. But I still have that whole thing right here to decorate. I just don't yet know yet. So I don't think I'll put this up here at all, the shelf. This was the shelves. Everybody asked me where I got this. It says Kirkland's. I didn't realize it was from Kirkland's. It's literally, one of my neighbors was throwing it away. He was moving, so I got it. But it was like cute, and it just was nice for an additional thing. But I had it over there before, but I think that now that I have that there, I might just leave it. I might just leave it. This is kind of empty right here, but we'll figure out what we're gonna do here. So let me move this stuff out of here, then maybe we'll move our get that microwave thing out of the way and move this over. So let me get this out. The house is gonna be looking like this for the next week, but it's all good. I have my whole jar of shells. Where do I put all the seashells at? I think I had that on my countertop yesterday. Or last year. So I don't know. I guess we just gotta see how life's gonna go. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I think I want to take the big one, stick it over here, get rid of Maxine's bed. I know, she doesn't even lay in that one. She doesn't like it. She likes the couch in my bedroom. So I'm going to take that one, slide over here, slide that one over there. Just see. Let me do some finagling here. I'm thinking simple, right there, right here. Could I just put a houseplant over there? I had like my little stand right here, and then I'm like, let me put some seashells on there, and I'm like, I didn't even put a single seashell out. Does it even look like a Florida house? So I'm thinking just that. I mean, yes, I'll probably change my mind as the weather gets warmer and we're at the beach more, but I'm thinking, right there, that's it. The toaster will have a cover on it, so maybe that'll change the whole thing. And then I put the coffee back. Coffee and coffee, this will work because it's here, it's right next to the refrigerator. I put the Google Nest right here. It's one of those things that I like to have, but I'm like, I necessarily don't love it like right there in the middle of my kitchen. So this is good, my little cutting board in here. And we can, we'll clean the drawers out another day, just not right now. Then that pretty much leaves my kitchen open. I need to put I'm thinking a rug. I got 2 big rugs here. Thinking one right in front of this. So I will move that. I'll get that eventually here. But then this, I have to clear the counter off. This leaves this area open, which is good. I've got my flowers. I left my Christmas cactus in the window because I feel like the window is gonna be like what it needs. I might put these little succulents up here on the ledge. I had those last year, and I have my poinsettia. I'll probably plant that outside. I think the lady said to plant it outside. So yeah, that just means no shelves. Like I don't have a single seashell out. That will all change as I start decorating my shelves and that. But for now, simple. And then this leaves this area all open and big. I'm gonna probably switch this out for that cart, and then we'll just I mean, we can leave the microwave on it too. Put the stuff on top. There's an idea. Or I might just put the popcorn machine on here and the slushie machine, stick it right there. Yeah, I just might do that. And just leave the microwave in the bottom. Okay, So let me put all this stuff away right here. This will leave this nice and open here. My other concern is we have our alarm tablet. We have one at the front door. They had one in our bedroom to me, and then the old people did. The new guy just gave it to us to take around with us. He's like, you can take it by the pool. I'm like, I don't ever take my alarm with me to the pool. But I do like to have one right here because we take Maxine out. But the problem is, there's just on the floor. There's like a cool plug. So where do you put it at? You know, I had it on the stand here. Do I want it over there? No. Then I'm wondering, okay, we have this thing over here. Again, don't mind the mess. Real life here. Greg there is a plug in the back, and we never we didn't pull it away so we could use that plug. And I'm like, how great to use that plug. This cord is tiny. So I pulled up the drawers and realized you can see the wall behind her. I think it's an IKEA shelving unit, and then that top piece is just granite. You just kind of pull it out. So I'm thinking, when I reach behind there carefully, plug this in, is that gonna work? Bring the cord from the top, and I could keep my ADT, my security over here, which would be so much better. Just reach around and set it. I know it's like 2 feet from there, but when you're coming to let the dog out, you don't want to walk all the way to the front door. You just want one right here. So I'm gonna try that. So wish me luck. It's a solid piece of granite on top. I forgot this. Okay, the drawers have a top piece as well. So I would have to have Greg, or we could just drill a hole in the top. That would work too. That's something I could do. Drill a hole to the top and let it go back there. Okay, that's gonna have to be a Greg. Try to help figure that out. I'm wondering if we just drill a hole through the top, just because it's literally a thin cord. So that might work. But for now, I'm just gonna put this right over here. I would put over here, again, it's just like 2 things sitting on my countertop here. I need to have, one of my kids collects things. Thankful for that because I throw everything away. So I need a plug that has 2 USB things, because I need this for my battery and I need this for the system right here. So I could just set it right here too. That would work. But I'm gonna need I don't want to have 2 plugs to use up because these stay plugged in all the time. So I'm thinking, oops. Okay. So maybe something right here, but again, see, it's just like a bunch of cords. It's a bunch of plugs. We gotta do something with this area right here. But that will be a work in progress type thing. We'll get on my rugs and then we'll wash them and then we'll put them back after they're clean. Let's move this because the only thing I really wanted to do was my kitchen. So if the house sits like this till tomorrow, that's okay, because I would like to get on making food in that for the day. So let me just move this onto here. I think we'll be good. I actually took the slushie machine outside. I'm gonna have Greg, we have to take it off, and it's pretty hard thing to do, and then recheck the seal, that kind of stuff. So I just set that out there. I'm like, we'll get to that versus moving it and doing it 10 times over. So I'm gonna just take this out. This is on roller, so it's kind of nice. I forgot that I had white dishes down there. Remember, I organized my butler's pantry. I'm gonna have to find a little more room over there. So then over here, maybe I'll just put the popcorn stuff in the bottom. That'll work. I think that'll be just fine right there. Slushie machine will go back. There is a plug over there. I'm like, can I put my alarm right there? I can put the alarm right there too. microwave's dirty. I have to clean that up. But I could probably just put all of our popcorn stuff right down here. I think that'll just work. Okay, good enough for right now. I'm just gonna put this on this slushie machine. We can stick it on the shelf here. I might do that after, because it's not like, I didn't mind it right here, but maybe just having this here, I want to be able to come out of my room and do the alarm versus like, I don't know, one more thing on my counter. Does that make sense? So this might be good right here. Okay, so good enough. So then I have this thing. I probably don't have a need for it, so I might slide it aside, set it somewhere until I decide that I don't need it. It was great having all my baking stuff like right here in the kitchen, so echoey here. But I don't know, it's one more thing. When you move into a house, you try to figure things out. You try to figure out where to put things. You try to figure out what works, what doesn't. Nothing goes to waste around here though. I can gladly give it to somebody. That just has cookie cutters. That was the thing that was inside of it. And cupcake liners, which I haven't even used in, the last time I used a cupcake liner, forever ago, right? So I'm not really sure what we'll do with that just yet. Shove it in a cupboard until I figure out what I'm gonna do with it. That's the key. Okay, so my kitchen is done. I'm gonna vacuum the floor in a minute. I'm gonna program the robot to come and clean this area of the floor. So that's my focus. It was just kind of picking up. If I can do more today, I will, which I will. I just wanna get started on dinner so that it's done, and then I'll worry about everything else, you know, as it keeps going on. So what I'm gonna do is today we're gonna do subs. And so I'm gonna do, this was inspiration from coming to Publix, that they do, like they call them just a pub sub. Everybody gets them, not everybody. A lot of people down here get them, you go to the beach, blah, blah, blah. But one thing I had here one time is, hold on a second. One time when I went, I had a chicken tender and they cooked it and then they chopped it up and they put it in a bag and they shook it with hot sauce. And I'm like, ooh, that would be really good. And we could put it on the sub bun and then do all the toppings on there. So I'm gonna do that for dinner tonight. So I'm gonna do this recipe. I've done a bunch of these different recipes. I'm gonna write this one. I'm gonna keep this one, write it down and see if I love it. It's simple. It doesn't require like a whole bunch. It's literally water, yeast, salt, and flour and sugar. And olive oil, right? Yeah, easy. So I'm gonna put it all into my mixer here. My little bread machine. Not bread machine, it's not a bread machine, it's a dough mixer, and it's awesome. Definitely a winner on that. So I'm gonna just let it mix up, and then I can let it rise up right in here, and then we'll have subs for dinner tonight, which will be good. I've got enough. I was gonna do some lunches today, but I only have, how many kids do I have here? I only have 4 kids here. 2 are gonna be gone in a little bit, so let's make some dough. The dough is looking really good, nice and spongy. I'm gonna let that sit for just a little bit more and let it ferment, do its things. I was just on the phone with I pay my dad's bills for him. He pays for them, but just getting the phone calls and getting it done. And so I'm like, okay, that's not like it's complicated for me as a like almost 50-year-old to do. I'm like, that's just, why do they make it so difficult? Like, it should be easy. So anyways, I was on hold for quite some time. So during that time, I was utilizing my time wisely, and I got a menu planned for the rest of the week. So again, I'm trying to just do like a week's worth of food. So this is what I come up with this week. We have, and it's gathering fragments as well. So we have a little bit of potatoes in there. I'm gonna say there's like 8 potatoes, but I also have mashed potatoes I can mix into that and like make it a little bit more if I need to. So I'm gonna do shepherd's pie. So that would be something we can do. Now we bought a bunch of stuffing, and my family doesn't love the Hawaiian roll one. That's okay, they just like the traditional chicken one. Maybe they will if they eat it more, but they weren't impressed the first time. So I was like, ugh, what am I gonna do with this? Someone gave me a recipe once for meatloaf with stuffing and barbecue sauce. So I thought, why don't I do that? So I'm gonna be doing that one day with some kind of side. And then I saw, I don't even know where it was, it was an Olive Garden ad for gnocchi soup. or was it Olive Garden? Yeah, Olive Garden. And I'm like, I have gnocchi in there. So I'm like, why don't I do a soup and bread day? So I'm gonna do gnocchi soup one day and chicken noodle. Easy, and have bread with that. We'll make some bread over here in the bread machine. So that'll be a meal. Went out to my freezer. I have hamburgers and I have buns as well. I can make some, but I do have hamburger patties. So I'm like, let's just do hamburgers because that's simple. Because we have lettuce, we have pickles, we have tomatoes and onions. So that'll be a good thing to have. And then, how many meals does that give me? That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. But the next few days is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So New Year's Eve, I was gonna do all of our frozen munchies that I bought from Sam's, make them again. I'm also gonna do deep fry some, I've got egg roll wrappers. I'm thinking to fry make like pizza egg rolls and make like buffalo chicken egg rolls as well. So I'll do that, and then the next day will be New Year's Day. We're gonna have leftovers, and I was going to make, I never made the sausage balls. Never made those. I bought the ingredients to make them. I didn't make them through Christmas, so I can make some of that and maybe make some eggs. We can have like breakfast for lunch or whatever, and then the munchies. So that takes care of a couple meals. So that's 1, 2, let's see, that'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one more is mastacholi, spaghetti. I was gonna do mastacholi because I'm like, I've got the penne pasta and I've got a little bit of meat sauce in my freezer, so I'm trying to gather what I have and then use that. So another thing was making strawberry jello. I wrote down because I have a strawberry jello. I've got pears, we can make some of that. And then I've got a little bit of hot dogs, so I thought we could do like a mac and cheese and hot dogs for lunch day. Chicken salad and crackers, easy, easy, easy. But I'm like, I've got a plan, so that's good. So just 1 week, that's it. 1 week of planning, that's it. I probably won't do a ton of snacks this week because I was gonna do like a baking day. We'll see how the week goes. We are like out of, actually, no, we won't because it's gonna be New Year's. We like have Christmas and kids have snack bins and we have a lot of stuff still. So I don't think we need any more like a baking day specifically that. So that's good. So I got that done. That was I'm like, yeah, plan menu for the week. I got a list and I don't think I need to get anything. I actually don't from the store. So I won't even have to go shopping. So that's even better. But I probably will go either earlier next week or the weekend. We'll see how it goes because I want to plan and make sure I have stuff for the next week. But for this week, we are all set and covered with everything. So, okay, perfect. Well, yeah, now that. This will be done in a minute. I'm gonna roll those out and put it on. I've got this right here, the silicone. I bought this, I was thinking it was gonna be like a solid thing, but it's just, it works. I'll put on my pan, roll out the loaves and put them on here, and we'll let them rise and we'll bake them, we'll have sub buns. Okay, so I'm gonna get my dough here, and this will be very simple. Unplug. Bring it over here. I'm gonna roll it out. I think I'll just do, how many do I need? I only need 4, 5 sub buns, that's it. Yeah. So we'll see how many it makes. Looks like it'll make a lot. Break it up, do it to the rolls, put it on here and let that rise up. I'll cover it with my paper, and I'm not my paper, my little tea towel thingy, and then get it in here. Kids are moving, doing their thing. They're gonna be heading out the door. So I get my full focus is gonna be just my kitchen today, and that's gonna be like, I can wipe my refrigerator off and like, the plastic cupboard, way too shoved. I don't even know how. Drawers, a mess. I even got my drawer liners and that, so maybe we'll start on that today. I'll see, but if not, just a little bit of picking up. And even though, didn't we just do this last week? I think we did. So let's make the sub buns here. We'll just set this up here and let it rise. I'm gonna clean my mess up here. Keep moving. Waiting on my buns to rise. The other shelf to do with these two. Last year I think I did them because I just set this area up and I did like seashells and all that. And I was even thinking like in my kitchen here, the seashells. I'm like, I haven't put any seashell stuff out. So I think I'm gonna keep my little houses and put them over here. Just make it a little more calming and nice. And then like as the summer goes on, we can put our shelves up there and all the good stuff. Now I did have like my kitchen stuff up here, like this and a rolling pin. I might opt not to do that this year. We'll see. So let's put these up here. The kids say we have to put Jesus up here. And then my mom's bird, I'm like, I feel like this was glued before, so I need to get some super glue. So this one is, we got these at Goodwill. It's just a little seashell bell and the flamingo. I think it's a salt and pepper shaker, but one was something else. So I might just leave that, just something simple. Simple and not too much up there. That's okay, we'll leave it easy. And then for seashell season, we can stick our seashells. So I just have, I do have my little turtle, but I have like these. I didn't do anything with these. I probably won't. I'm trying to get away from somewhat of the farmhouse style, even though I do have farmhouse style in my house. And then we had these two in this little cup. And I think I had these, but I think too much up there will be too much. So I don't know. We'll probably do something else with these. So, and I'm trying to get away from the orange. I got a lot of orange decor to go in my living room. Then I started doing pink in here, and I feel like I just need to keep pink as my accent versus the orange, even though I do like the orange too, but I'm trying to stay pink. So I think it's good enough right there. So my sub buns, I have 9 minutes left before they are ready to go in the oven. So I turn the oven on, and then I'm thinking I have this chicken tenders right here. Let me show you. I think we got these at Sam's. This is the deal, the big giant ones here. I'm thinking I gotta kind of plan out how many chicken tenders to do per person, because there's literally 1, 2, there's 4 eating. That's it. Easy. So I'm gonna put them on here so I can bake them after the sub buns are done. Then heat up once, because these will be cooked, and then you're gonna chop them and mix them with buffalo sauce. Okay, I'm just gonna go through. I've already gone through the cupboards. You saw this last week. I'm just gonna go through and just do a quick go through, because there's a few things that just need to be refixed. And I think the bread is ready. I'll put it in right now. Gotta making shorts at the same time. That cupboard was just a little bit of plastic stuff that just got thrown in there, and gone through easy enough. I think this I need to fix up here though. I was like, why do I have such a mess up here now? Jaden was using my glass containers for her. Oops. Hey Google. No. Jaden was using my glass containers for her. Did that not shut up? For her food, and I got her own for her. So now I'm like, I have a ton up there, so it's all good. It'll eventually get used up. Okay, Amazon delivered. What did we get? We got some pink things, I think, to accent the kitchen a little bit. We have, remember I was switching over to stainless steel this year. I have to, because my stuff is ruined. So I needed some flippers. I just have the, I don't like the other ones. These are a little bit sturdier. I like those. Put those in here. Wash those out first. I needed another drying rack. I have one from back in the mountains. I don't even think I got one new here. So I got a pink one to go on the counter here. I can open it up. Oh, I lied. That's not what this is. Oh, you know what this is? Okay, let me share it with you. I told you I'm switching over to stainless steel pans. My kids love making eggs. And I was going to force them to do stainless steel too. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to get a tiny small one. This is from Interwell. I know it's kind of like the beginning of the other ones I had, the ceramic coating, but if I start with something simple right here, they can use it for cooking on, small, not a huge pan, and then no one will touch my stainless steel, except the ones that know how to cook. This I got for the drawer. I do not like the way my drawers have been organized, and I'll show you that in a little bit, but let me just get this mess put away first. Got these. Oh, next thing. I need something for the stainless steel pan. It's something else. So I'm gonna see if these work good. Because I use my little cake one, which is like, this is what I like to scoop with. This, and then I have a tiny, tiny one that I use. So I'm like, I need to get some real stuff, so I think these will work really good for flipping. They said just as long as you hand wash them, so I don't think that'll be an issue. Okay, so I got totally what I did not even think. So we got the pan, which this will be the kids' new frying egg pan. I was gonna do stainless steel. I'm like, you know what? Who cares? We use Teflon our whole entire life for all the other ones. So I think the ceramic will be fine. So I'm going to, I think it goes through and tells you how to cook on it. Yes. You just have to hook the handle on. So Perfect, and then we're gonna organize drawers today. How exciting. Okay, so I might rethink these because I was thinking for the kids for scooping their things, but that's pretty big. So I don't know, I do have a couple things. Maybe I was just thinking pink because it was pink, but maybe I will look for smaller ones. Okay, so these are I'm not gonna keep those. I was looking for small, like this size for the kids, but this I think will be fine. Just what we have already, so that's okay. And then I got the big metal one, so I think that'll be fine for what I was looking for. So you just, you know what you do when you try. Because I've got a little one here. They're just melted, but it's okay. It's kids using it. Just let the kids melt it. Okay, let me go put this away. Okay, so the sub bun is good. What I did is I had it on high bake and left down there until I forgot and had the sub buns on top, so they got a little brown top. So don't put them on high bake, but that's good. So you're just gonna brush them with butter, and then I'm gonna put the towel over top. That keeps them nice and like moist. You want to cover them with the towel until they cool off. So it's gonna be awesome. They are delicious. That's gonna put my chicken back in so that can cook. Might as well heat it up in here all at one time. Okay, doing a million things at once, trying to make phone calls. I figured if I wanted to pay a medical bill, you'd think that I would be directed to the right place. For some reason, I cannot today. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try another day. No big deal. So anyways, chicken is done. I just left it in the oven just to stay warm. I'll chop it up in a little bit. But you know what else I got was, I got this. So this, I have my drawers right here. Don't like the way they're set up. I've been trying different things. I had 2 containers though, I just don't like it. So then I have the drawer liners. I still have to put that in, which I will. But I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, can I just get another one of these? Like I have one for our silverware and just put it in here and put like serving spoons and stuff inside here. So I'm gonna do that today. That's something I'm gonna attempt to get done here today since this is my kitchen zone. I'm done. And then the boys got some video game things and they needed AA batteries, and so we bought ours years and years ago. I do Harbor Freight get theirs, and we've had the charger. It's been years, and they just keep using them and using them and using them. So I'm like, I need to like just get all brand new ones because they wear down. They definitely don't last. So I found these ones. These are EBL online. So this is charger right here for the AA's. It'll tell you it, and then this one just plugs right in the wall. So they are using AA batteries, and we have AAA batteries. So they were just telling me, they're like, we need some more batteries because I have to get some for my camera, for my microphone, but I can't use rechargeables because they just don't, I need like a higher powered one. And so I was like, don't touch mama's batteries. So I was glad to be able to get these for them. So these are great. You guys, rechargeable batteries. They're just better for like kids gaming things. If you're filming, that's a little bit different. But I can literally just put these in. I like it because the AA's will fit in here too and plug in the wall. Perfect. They literally tell you where they're at on charging. Look at that right there. So that is going to be, I'm going to give that to the boys to put up in their bedroom because they are the ones that use the batteries. And then they also have this one, which is nice. This will hold how many? 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. So this is great. I'm thankful to replenish their battery stash. Anytime you get some new batteries, these are great. It always has the minus and the plus on it. Oh, look at this. Oh, I was going to put this on. I'm like, where's the thing at? Look at different sizes. That's awesome. So you basically just like this. Look at that. And put them in here. This will be great. So I'm going to be charging a bunch of batteries because I know the boys are going to need these for their gaming thing. They haven't come yet to me, but I know the time is coming. So look at that. There's that little charger. It's one of those things like, okay, needed. I turn the fan in because it's feeling toasty. We can use this. Perfect. So this is going to be great. I might keep the small one down here for me to have batteries in there, and then they can take this one up to the room. Look at that. And they're all charging. So these work great. That's the rechargeable batteries are the way to go when you're using them. The kids are using them for multiple things. Otherwise, you're like spending a lot of money on batteries. So rechargeable. That's what we use for video game controllers and stuff. So awesome on that. Okay, let's see what else we're gonna do today. I feel like my day is just getting busier and busier. Let's organize the drawers here. So my drawers are all different sizes. I just did this. I just redid everything. But the problem is these drawers just get messy. Like, look at this. Is like what we're dealing with here. What it looks like all the time. So This will fit here because it's skinny. So I'm thinking to put this here, put that here, and I can put some stuff in it. So let's just do some organizing and do what we can do. All right, is this good enough for now? I don't know. These are just too big. I think they're really sharp, so I don't want to put them in there for fear of cutting. Hands-on, supposed to go in here. It's like this is all my baking stuff anyways on top of my scoopers. This, I've got the chopsticks back that way if they want them, they can get them out. But the knives, the forks, the spoons, and then here's this. So I feel like good enough right here. And then this one, it's like I said, it's just, I gotta just figure out what's gonna work. It's having it in a spot. So yeah, there's a lot of empty spots like these. Could go from there much better. And have spatulas here. You know what I mean? So do I have any more spatulas? Yeah, I got these ones. We can put all the little spatulas in here, and that'll fit right there. And then in my usually, I guess I can keep that in there. Keep that in here. Okay, and I just have this knife here. So this is good. I say this is good, and then like next week I'll have to change it. And then I've got just my scoopers in here, and I do have a pair of scissors in here. I don't remember that. Let me see. Let's see how long we can keep 2 pairs of scissors in the drawer. Come back next week and see. So this will go over here. I think that's good for there. I'm just looking. This one's not too sharp. I could probably put this one on. That'll be okay. These ones are just really, they just got the bevel edge sharp. So I'd rather keep those in the drawer. But I had to laugh because remember I said I'm getting rid of one measuring cup because I feel like they're gonna get lost. So I put these ones and put those away. I'm already missing a cup. I don't even know where it is. We don't ever throw those away. And then I've got my extra clothespins. I'm just gonna put those in Butler's pantry in the shelves back there. And I think it's good for now in here. So this is good. Okay, I'm looking at my clock and everything I gotta do today. I still gotta go pick up Brooklyn here in a little bit. So I'm like, my kitchen's clean, which is awesome. Everything's kind of put away. The drawers are, like I said, organized. And will they stay like that? No, you know how that is. Kids are gonna put stuff in the wrong spot, and because I move things around all the time. But it works. But I feel like it feels clean in here. The kitchen feels clean, which is good. And so the chicken is delicious. I just took that out of the oven to try a piece. It's delicious. So what I'll do tonight, we're gonna chop that up. It's just chicken tenders. Did I even show you? It's chicken tenders. And then we're gonna put lettuce, and we're gonna put tomato, and we're gonna do mild pepper rings, pickles, and make big ol' subs because sub bread looks delicious. So I think I'm gonna go upstairs, pull some footage off my camera here to get a little bit of head start for tonight. The sun came out. It turns out kind of nice today. It was supposed to be kind of yucky and dreary, but it's not looking too bad outside. So I'm thinking, even though I'm looking over there and I'm like, this is what I see. Just see a big, gigantic mess over there. But I'm like, that's okay. That was not the game plan for today. The game plan was here. So you know what? Today's good to do here. Tomorrow, I can focus on like that way and get that part of the house done. So stages, that's the key. So I will be back in a little bit. I'll get Brooklyn and then we'll make finished dinner. Okay, it's getting close to dinner, so I'm gonna take our chicken and just chop it up. Some will do buffalo sauce and some will not. And then we'll cut up the subs and put them inside. All right, so dinner is done. This is gonna be our little spread here for, and however each kid wants, a person wants to make it. So we're gonna take your sub bread. Look at this. Look how great that turned out. I'm gonna cut it, put some cheese on it. You can put it in the microwave if you want toaster, put it in the oven, and put some chicken on there. I was gonna coat it in buffalo sauce. I guess it depends on which person wants it that way. Any veggies, and there is delicious tasting dinner tonight. So this is it. We're gonna make our subs, and let me show you that here. All right, so today has been great. I got my kitchen all done, feeling accomplished. I'm like looking over there and I'm like, there's a lot to pick up, but that's okay. It's just like everything else. My father-in-law used to say, how do you eat an elephant, Amy? I'm like, I don't know how to eat elephant. It's one bite at a time. You eat it one bite at a time, one day at a time, getting things done. So I am excited to be able to work tomorrow over there, start focusing on getting that done. Pretty soon, the house will be back in shape. So you have a fantastic, I'm talking fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, we'll do some more life. All right, we'll see ya, bye.